Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I'm George. We're all George. So what the hell happened last night, or what the hell happened this morning? Bitcoin fell below 40,000 and now it's trying to recover, but what the hell happened, right? So today I'm going to try to explain what happened and also warn you guys, Bitcoin holders, crypto holders, don't fall for this trap. It happens every single time. So I'm going to talk about what that is as well. All right, let's do this. Welcome, 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 guys. I know you're waking up to something unexpected. Bitcoin doing this. Last night, we were holding right around 45,000. And this morning, man, we fell all the way down to 40,500 before dipping back up. And now we're holding right at this last resistance turn support around 42.2. Unexpected, right? So what exactly happened? There's two explanations, for why this happened. Number one, a lot of people already, I could see it in the chat, blaming Jim Cramer. That's right. Yesterday was when Jim Cramer turned really bullish on Bitcoin. Technological marvel that's here to stay. He said this is reality. He even threw Charlie Munger under the bus, saying this is the one thing he got wrong. And we know, based on history, Cramer or inverse Cramer is usually right. Hopefully this is just temporary, hopefully. But all jokes aside, yes, Jim does make some bad calls on Bitcoin, but this is one call he is not wrong about. Bitcoin is a technological marvel. It can't be killed. It is here to stay, right? So besides inverse Cramer being right for the day, what else explains why Bitcoin dumped? Well, it could be attributed to one analyst and one analyst alone. And that is this analyst, Marcus from Matrixport, that said he believes that all Bitcoin SPY ETFs will be rejected in January. Now, there's two ways to take this. One is, well, if he is correct and they're all rejected in January, what does that mean? Well, nothing really, because there's another application deadline in March. So we just have to wait a few more months, right? The other way to take it is this guy has no idea what he's talking about because there has been nothing official that has come out. And he's just talking out of his you-know-what and causing a whole bunch of FUD for no apparent reason. So there's two ways to take this or analyze this. One is he just caused a whole bunch of FUD and caused the market to go down, okay? Or two, he is correct. He has some insider information, or he is a lucky guest. And, okay, then that just means we have to wait a couple more months. Really, that's how you could do it, right? That's how you could take this. But here's the thing. Again, just because one analyst said it doesn't mean that it's actually the case. All signs are still indicating that the SEC is still going to make approvals before January 10th. The SEC is processing paperwork as we speak. So I don't know. I don't know how to take this. You have one analyst coming out and no one else is saying it. And it's a random analyst. It's not an analyst from BlackRock. It's not BlackRock themselves coming out. It's just some analyst just say, I don't think it's going to be approved in January. So I don't know. So that's the only thing. I don't know if I believe that. And it'll be funny because it would be really funny if like in a few hours, then we get headline news, ETFs are approved, right? Like that would be really funny. And this morning would just be laughable, right? But, that's how it is. But, regardless, right? Regardless, we get the spot ETF today or by the 10th or by March, right? Today is the 15th anniversary of the very first Bitcoin Genesis block, when Bitcoin was created and turned on 15 years ago. And why spot ETFs are irrelevant is because Bitcoin was not created because Satoshi said we needed ETFs. No, he created it because he saw how bad things were getting financially in the US, how the system was broken. And this was back in 2008, guys. The system is more broken today, but he, she, they thought that we need to do something better. As a people, we need to create a financial system, a payment network, a store of value that's better than fiat, right? And today, you look at the national debt in the US has hit $34 trillion. That's why it's so important to hold on Bitcoin. As an investor, you need to hold on things that will not inflate away to nothing. You need to hold on hard assets like Bitcoin, because there's nothing that outperforms Bitcoin, so that you could get away from the shenanigans of our government and governments around the world, right? So spot ETFs, even though it is a major, major, major catalyst and will drive billions to trillions within the space, it's not the end-all, be-all instrument that Bitcoin requires, okay? No, by no means. Bitcoin will continue to do its thing. Bitcoin will continue to make millionaires. In fact, there's 90,000 Bitcoin millionaires now, a 300% jump from 15 years ago. Well, obviously from 15 years ago. But still, more and more people are turning to Bitcoin because they understand that it's the one thing that you want to put your money in and just hodl and DCA forever, basically, right? All right, now, besides just FUD around the spot ETF denial, I guess, it's not even confirmed, guys, just FYI. But today, also, because of the FUD, because of the dump, we have massive liquidations, massive long liquidations, which is also driving prices lower, okay? So you can see here, Look on Chain said after the Matrixport Analyst, right, Bitcoin plummeted 10%. Then you have like this $1 billion of longs being liquidated, way too many people playing with leverage and getting liquidated. And then you got this guy, not this guy, but 103 million liquidated in 1 hour, right? So obviously with long squeezes, it's going to cause a lot of sell pressure, right? We don't want to see long squeezes. We want to see short squeezes. We want to see those shorts get wrecked, not longs, okay? But here's the thing. Here's the trap that I don't want you guys to fall for, okay? I bookmarked this, and I'm going to show this again and again and again and again and again. If you've been through any of the cycles before, or if you have not been through any of the cycles before, know that dips are perfectly natural. Dips happen. They always do. Not only do they happen during crypto winter, they happen during bull markets. Parabolic rises, especially, you see massive, massive sell-offs. Today's was only 10%. Imagine waking up to a minus 30% dip and still knowing that we're in a bull market, right? It's wild. It messes with your mind. But it happens every single time. In 2017, when we went from 1,000 to 20,000, there's days, weeks where we went down not 30, 40%. Imagine that. That's Bitcoin falling from 45 down to like 30,000 overnight, or maybe lower than that, like 25,000 overnight. That's what it would be equivalent to. 2021, we saw less of those dumps, but we still had a 32% drop, a 23% drop, a 26% drop, right? So it happens. Just because we have a dip, just because we have some FUD from some analysts or massive liquidations, does not mean that the bull run is over, by no means. In fact, as the bull run continues upwards, we're going to see more. We're going to see more of these sell-offs. There's no doubt about it. The more greed that there is in the market, the higher the chance that there's going to be another sell-off, right? It's always like that. But the beauty is, so what? What are you supposed to do with this knowledge, right? Do you fall for this trap and just say, well, okay, the market's selling off, I'm just going to sell off too, I'm going to panic dump? No, because nothing has changed. Fundamentally, things are still looking bright. The reasons why I just said why Bitcoin was created and why people are buying it, that hasn't changed. And even from a chart perspective, things are still looking good. The on-chain metrics, they're measuring whether or not Bitcoin is overbought or oversold. Well, it's still showing oversold, still showing we're in a bull market. Just like this, MVRV score still shows buy, buy, buy. If nothing else, it shows we're more in the buy territory. We're still in a super trend, according to this. And MACD is showing that we're still crossing over and we're about to head to a new high. So even from a chart perspective, nothing really changes because it's a little dip on the grand scheme of things. But overall, know that the fundamentals of Bitcoin still strong as ever. We're still going to get the halving event that's coming up in 3 months. We still are going to get spot Bitcoin ETF approvals, whether it's today or later this week or next week, or maybe even in a few months in March. We're still going to get that and get billions to trillions coming in. Trust me, those 12 applicants, they're not just going to sit there and say, oh, okay, we got rejected, that's it. We gave it a shot, we're going to go. No, that's not going to happen. They will continue to apply and apply and apply until Gary and the SEC relents and gives us what we've asked for, which are spot ETFs in the US, right? So don't fall for this trap, meaning don't let one bad day scare you off. Don't let this scare you off because it's perfectly natural. And here's the most important thing. If you get nothing out of this video, here's the most important thing. During bull runs, this happens, right? And a lot of you guys, during parabolic runs upwards, like for a few days ago, actually, another point is when in doubt, zoom out. But like just a few days ago, we were at the same point. Just to remind you guys, the beginning of the year, we were at the same point as we are now. So we didn't really go back. But another major thing to remember is what you're supposed to buy low, not high, right? And when we're climbing, the number one question I always get asked is, should I buy now? Should I buy Bitcoin now? Should I buy Solana now? Should I buy Bonk now? Should I buy whatever now, right? People love to ask, should I buy it when it's climbing higher and higher and higher and forming a new high? That's not when you're supposed to buy it. You're supposed to buy when things are low, when these coins are low. So today is actually a really, really good day to be stocking up, DCing, and waiting for that recovery back up to 45 and waiting for us to hit 48 and then 50,000 right after that, right? Today is a marvelous day to do that. So if you look on CMC and you sort it by 24 hours, let's take a look, right? A lot of the very hot alts reset a little bit, just a little bit. It didn't really reset all that much, but a little bit. So it's actually a really phenomenal time to be picking up some of the favorites, some of the ones I've been talking about. The winners of 2024, great time to be picking up now early. Because when we get to March, when we get to April, when we get to June, when we get to December of this year, there's zero doubt in my mind the market is going to be 5 to 10 times higher than where it is now. Okay, so you got to take opportunities when you see them. That's really it, right? All right, so if you're looking at this list, I'm going to go through this list real quick of all the losers today and what could be a good pickup today. I mean, a lot of you guys have started asking about Bonk. Bonk is down about 17%, still up 150% for last month. So they're still doing pretty well, but down 17%, now to 716 million market cap, could be a good pickup if you're into memes. But if you're into L1s, there are a ton that are great pickups, okay? I don't talk about Multiverse X a lot. They were called Elrond, but they are definitely up and coming, right? They're up still 70% for the month. Algorand, a lot of people love Algorand, okay? They're still up 35% for a month, but down 15% today. One of my favorites, Polygon, down 14%. Definitely a good pickup. Phantom, still like them. Layer 2, like them. So yeah, worth picking up. Aptos, Oasis, Near, Injective, Solana. Okay, especially Injective and Solana. They've been so hot. Winners, big winners, down double digits. Great buying opportunity. Near Protocol, another one. Same thing with Rose, Oasis. A lot of people ask me about Oasis, even though I don't talk about them a lot. But they are definitely up and coming. Down 13%. You got Sats, which is a meme coin on Bitcoin. Yes, a meme coin on Bitcoin. They took a breather today. They're already huge. They've been climbing. Down 14%. Arweave, terrific. Decentralized storage. You got Mina. You got Beam. Beam, another big one that I like. VeChain, down 12%. Stacks, just talked about them yesterday. All the programmable stuff on top of Bitcoin can't be done without Stacks. Up 70%. It was up 70% for the last 30 days. Now reset a little bit. No, it still says 75%. Okay, so great pickup. You got Tezos, Neo, Aave, Helium, Avalanche, down 12%. Love them. Chainlink, down 12%. Love them, right? A lot of people ask about Adera, down 11%. Cardano, down 11%. Celestia, down 11%. Optimism, down about 10%. Immutable, 10%. Cosmos, 10%. These are all terrific L1s, L2s. If you missed out on these crazy climbs, right? You're looking for a good buying opportunity for these. Today is one of those days. Ordi, just talked about him yesterday. Another meme on Bitcoin. Up 139% still for the last 30 days. Down 10%. Pretty good buying opportunity. Pancake Swap, biggest DEX on Binance Chain. And then you got the others, Sui and of course Bitcoin. Don't forget Bitcoin, down about 7%. Axelar, Rocket Pool, Mantle, Osmosis. I mean, now you're starting to get into greens, right? There are some still greens, but man, there are so many winners. Today is the time to be picking up these winners, okay? So don't fall for a trap thinking that, well, okay, this is the start of something that's going to crash us down to the 30s or 20s. No, it's not. We got some FUD from one analyst from Matrixport. It's just a rumor. He doesn't have any inside knowledge. It's just one guy that thinks that it's going to be denied this week, okay? That's it. We have no other reports. Maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But don't let the opportunity pass you by, right? So today, great pickup day. And I can't believe there's 9,000 people tuned in right now. That's kind of crazy. That's close to my all-time high, guys. All right, let's do some Q&A. All right, let me scroll up. If I missed your super chat, I apologize because there's so many people in here. It's kind of wild, and a lot of super chats disappeared. So the clapper of cheeks. I just got done talking about Arweave when I was going down the list. In terms of decentralized storage, they are my favorite, and they're not just decentralized storage. They're like an L1 too. So they have a few dApps on board. You just don't hear about them. But I like Arweave a lot. Let's see here. Lazaro says C is still a beast, still pumping. C was one that I covered recently. And I said, you know what? They are still in the green. Wow, C is very, very strong. And since I cover them, they're up about like another 10, 15% higher. But yeah, they're out of Cosmos. They're unstoppable at this point. And to see them still being green today, very, very awesome. And I noticed Arbitrum is still up today, right? So we still have some greens today. It's not all red, but man, today is just such a good day to be DCing, right? When you see double-digit losses like Solana, double digits, Cardano double digits, Avalanche double digits, Polkadot double digit, Polygon double digit, right? Chainlink, man, there's so many good. Near Filecoin even, Hedera, you know, you got so many winners that took a big loss today. Got to take advantage of that. OG says Jim should resign. He does more harm than good. Well, when it comes to inverse Cramer, that's you're right. But in this case, what he said, the many things he said about Bitcoin are true. Okay, Bitcoin can't be killed. It's a technological marvel. Yes, it's here to stay. Yes. Charlie Munger was wrong about Bitcoin. All the things he said are true, but unfortunately, maybe the curse of Jim Cramer is what hit today. System Crypto, big super chat, but it's not a good one. Beware scams. I fell for a MetaMask airdrop scam, and they screwed me over. Immediately, my wallet was drained. Let my loss be your lesson. Research before connecting your wallet. Use a separate wallet. I feel stupid because I know better. I'm sorry to hear that, man. And that sounds like you took a massive loss there. But yeah, there's no... See, the thing about airdrops is... you just get airdrop. You don't have to actually sign anything. Like, you don't have to connect your wallet for it. Normally, you get airdrop because the project knows your usage on a DEX or something. But whenever you get any kind of emails, and I get it all the time, like an email supposedly from MetaMask saying there's security breach or you need to connect this or that, just don't connect anything. Don't really, unless you're going to a DEX that you 100% know, don't ever connect your wallet anywhere else because there are so many ways to scam you, right? All these airdrops, the legit airdrops, they usually just airdrop to wallets that they know are, you know, are being used on major DEXs. You never really need to go to a site and connect to get an airdrop. So I'm sorry to hear that, Citizen Crypto. Hopefully you recover from that. Hopefully you didn't lose it all. The future today. What politician or party wins by approving ETF now? Why not wait until before the election? Politicians do things to benefit themselves, not us. Love the show. Thank you. I think both sides win. I mean, I don't know. I actually don't know which side wins. I think both sides win because you know what? Both sides hold a lot of Bitcoin. There's no one side that holds more than the other. Everyone wants to see it. The politicians want to see it. It's just that everyone hates Gary. But again, there's no... Today's FUD, whether it's Jim Cramer or whether it's this analyst, or whether it has nothing to do with any of these guys, and it's just the whales that are deciding to liquidate all the longs, and we had a lot of longs liquidated today, don't know the true reason, or it's a combination of all three. But, like I said, it's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Nothing changes. We will get spot ETFs, whether it's today or later this week or next week or in March. We will get them, okay? But here's the thing. Bitcoin, does it need them? No, Bitcoin doesn't need them. Bitcoin's fundamentals is all-time high with almost everything that you can measure besides price. Besides price, everything else you can measure is all-time high. So Bitcoin will have its halving event, and it will form a new high, regardless of spot ETFs. But ETFs, of course, are big catalysts. Let's go bring in big money. Does Ordi really have no utility? It's just a meme coin. It's just a meme coin. Whether it has utility, I mean, they could make utility for Ordi later on, but right now it's just a meme coin. You could sell it, you could trade it, you could swap it. Siciliano says SNEC is strong. Let's see. I didn't check SNEC today. Blanc took a big breather. SNEC is not that strong. It's down 12%, but it's still holding above 100 million. So that's a big accomplishment. Just to pick up NEAR, do you approve it? You know what? NEAR is like a baby Solana. And you know what? They've been moving really well recently, just like Solana. Still up about 75% for the month. I think they could be moving higher for sure. You better believe politicians are loading bags. I 100% believe that, Tommy. I 100% believe that. These guys, you know, now that they stopped trying to kill Bitcoin, you know what they're doing? They're loading up their bags is what they're doing. That's why Gary's going to improve ETFs. It's because that's his next, like, you know, that's his, he's preparing for his next life, which is what happens after he gets kicked out from the SEC or he resigns or forcibly resigns. I don't know, whatever. He's preparing. I'm almost certain he's going to get a cushy job somewhere within BlackRock or Fidelity or Invesco, wherever. He's going to get a cushy job, right? And the way to get that cushy job is to get approvals done. It's going to happen. It's just a matter of when, not if. This January 10th deadline is not invalidated. Okay, let's be clear. Just because one analyst said it doesn't mean that it's going to happen. He doesn't actually have any inside info. He's just saying it. Or maybe he does have inside info, but still. No one else is saying it but him. And keep in mind, dips are natural. Dips are natural. Even during the most bullish runs that we have seen for Bitcoin, dips, large dips, are very natural. They happen all the time. The best way to handle them is to DCA more. Lee is saying Jesus coin. Man, I have not checked Jesus coin in a long time. Jesus coin is up today. No, it's not. It just went from positive 5% to negative 6%. Man, Ethereum took a bigger dip than Bitcoin today. I guess that makes sense, but man, Ethereum is just really weak. Am I bullish on SUI? I'm more bullish on C than SUI. They're both very similar. People, I think, get confused by them, but I'm more bullish on C than SUI. Aiden Flores, appreciate that. Man, we're almost up to 10,000 people. Let's check this. Let's check it right now. Man, look at that. This was 56 million, and then this was 435 million, and then 16 million. Man, that hurt. That hurt. I gotta admit, I got wrecked this morning for my longs too. So, Brennan, how do you feel or like Flow? I like Flow. I just haven't heard much about them recently. I don't, you know, they made big waves in 2021. Now they're on Coinbase. I don't hear much about their new projects. John, bullish on Injective or ICP? I think you guys know I'm not a fan of ICP, although maybe my mind will change eventually. But man, they're still up 7% today. Good for ICP, but I still think they're way too centralized. It's the same thing I said about XRP. Ripple Foundation holds 50% of all XRP in circulation. Okay, it may be a little bit under 50%, but they hold an enormous amount. So regardless of how decentralized XRP ledger is, XRP, the token itself, is not very decentralized. ICP is the same way. ICP is even worse. One of these days, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to bring it up and show you guys how centralized ICP is. Regardless if you care or not, they are very centralized. CMP, I do not know anything about that coin. I'm sorry. Fair to say it's time to start looking for C meme coins? Not necessarily. I mean, you know, it's still relatively small, relatively speaking. I mean, even Injective's, you know, meme coin didn't do that well. I don't know, or unless it blew up, I just haven't followed it. But I don't think it's time to look for meme on C yet. Pi on AVAX. If it's a meme, DeFi Pi? Are you kidding me? Or is it Pi Share? Regardless, it's too small or too new. Have you heard of Stratos' partnership with NVIDIA? Stratos has been around for a long time. Wait, Stratus or Stratos? I was going to say Stratus has been around a long time. Stratos never heard of before. Are you talking about Stratos or Stratus? Decentralized data architecture that provides scalable, reliable, self-balanced storage, database computation network, and offers a solid foundation for data processing. Okay. GameFi and NFT storage. So they're a large storage provider. Never heard of Stratos before. Okay. Good for them. Mickey, no, Hoodrich, I'm going to skip that. What do you think about Snack? I like them. I like them. Deep dive on Manta Pacific. What kind of project is that? God. Manta. Is it Manta Network or Manta Pacific? I don't know. Or Manta DAO. I don't know which one. Polkadot 2024, do you think it could do a 10x? Yeah. I think almost everything could do a 10x. Maybe not in 2024. By 2025, most of these will do a 10x. 2024, maybe a little bit less. But in terms of my goal, like I've said this in my video, like one of my 2024 goals from an investing perspective is to do a 10x in my portfolio, right? That's in 2024, which is not so easy, but I think could definitely happen. So they peaked out around $55, right? That's less than 10x. Can they get back up there? Sure. Can they do it by end of 2024? I don't know. Me personally, I'm not a big fan of Polkadot. I just like others better. I don't hear a lot of things going on with Polkadot. Richard asked, George, would you pick up 3 ETH or $6,000 worth of SOL? I'd pick SOL over ETH any day. If it's equivalent, I don't know, of 3 ETH, yeah, it's about $6,000. I'd pick SOL over ETH any day. You asked me that question. How do you feel about Quant and HBAR? Not a fan of Quant. I'm warming up to HBAR. I'm warming up to Hedera. I still like to see more happen. They're still very early in a lot of like DeFi stuff and games and everything else, but I'm warming up to them. Seller network? Man, no one has asked me about Seller for a long time. They're a payment network. I'm pretty sure they're a payment network. No? No. No, they're L1. I guess I'm thinking of someone else. They're L1 with MEV protection. They have their own bridge. And they have their own IM messaging framework. I should know that. They've been around for a while, actually. They've been around for a while. They peaked out around 16 cents. 8x from here. I don't really have any thoughts. Sid Michael, I appreciate that. You rock too. Shade Protocol built on Secret Network. KuCoin Ventures are KuCoin. Yeah. I don't really like Secret Network, to be honest. And I don't like Shade Protocol. Sounds like it has something to do with hiding transactions. You know, regulators are going to just clamp down on anything that has any kind of capability of hiding transactions. So I'm pretty sure Shade and Secret, they're not going to be doing that well in the future. Samson says Manta Network. Well, they're not listed. Explore ZK with modular blockchain on Ethereum. Manta Pacific mainnet is live. Okay, powered by Celestia, Polygon, OP Stack, and Polkadot. I don't think they're powered by all four. The first EVM equivalent ZK application platform. I'll put it in the maybe pile. I just don't know enough about them. I'll say maybe. Gotta do more research into them. Guys, if you tuned in late, okay, I said my piece. But the biggest thing to take out of this stream is don't fall for the trap, meaning you don't want to see a dip like today and say, okay, it's all over. I got to panic sell. I got to dump everything, right? That's not how you win at a game of crypto. That's not how you win at investing. You got to stay level-headed, cool-headed, put things together, you know, put two and two together, right? And take advantage of dips. So today I went over the list. It's a great, great day to be picking up a lot of the winners that have been running really hot. Today is a really good day to be picking them up, okay? You want to buy when things are low. That's optimal buying time, not when things are sky high, right? Optimal time to be DCing some of the favorites and some of the true winners that will stand out in 2024. But not only that, but putting two and two together, meaning, well, think about it, right? The fundamentals of Bitcoin is strong as ever. Halving event is right around the corner. So whether we got some FUD today, it's irrelevant, okay? Bitcoin's going to continue forward and higher. We know that. We know that. So don't fall for a trap, right? And today, really, whether it's Jim Cramer, inverse Cramer being right, or some analyst causing FUD, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. We'll get spot ETFs soon enough. And these crashes, they happen all the time. The best way to take advantage is to just continue holding or DCA if you can, right? But every single cycle, especially the most bullish parts of those cycles, we have massive dips, massive drops every single time. But today, I think really it was just Matrixport that kind of just scared the market from this one analyst, you know. Next car says Cramer bought ICP today. Well, 10-minute crypto. Welcome back. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. Someone asked about ironfish. What is ironfish? That's actually a name for a project. What is ironfish? Encrypts every transaction, shielding your sensitive asset information public view with read-only view keys. You remain compliant and in control. So encrypt your crypto. Multi-asset functionality enables bridge providers to transfer any crypto asset to Ironfish Network for private transactions. Okay, so something like this scares me. It might be very useful, but any project that hides or helps you hide transactions is going to be delisted and may even face repercussions like Tornado Cash. You know, after the Justice Department went after Tornado Cash and sentenced those guys to jail, like every single project that's in the privacy space, they're all like, you know, they're all kind of worried. Marcelo, I'm not a fan of Harmony anymore, to be honest. I don't like the way they treat their partners. So Altura, haven't looked into them enough. Let's see what they do. Ultimate platform for building and scaling Web3 games. Unleash your Web3 potential. Simplify game development. I have seen this before. That's not bad. I think, again, a lot of people are not gamers, but I think games will be a big thing in 2024. We have some incredible games now, and there will be a lot more incredible games coming in. And platforms like this that help game makers come aboard, I think that's a good thing. whether game makers truly need something like this, because this seems like it's like a white box solution almost for game makers. They like come aboard and it's easier for them to program, but like true gamers or programmers, they will just program their own stuff. But hey, this could work. Put this in the maybe pile. Just realize that TradeFi uses Jim Cramer to provide exit liquidity before they make moves. Don't think inverse Cramer is a coincidence. I mean, you're probably right there. There's something to it. I don't know what it is with Jim Cramer. Whenever he talks, it seems like the inverse is always correct. But, you know, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What he said about Bitcoin are true. Everything he said yesterday on air about Bitcoin are true. So unfortunately, inverse Cramer happened this morning, but he's on the right side. Bitcoin can't be killed. It's a technological marvel. It's here to stay. These are right. Jason asked about Ninja. Ninja platform on Solana. I thought Ninja was a meme coin on Injective. It would be funny. It would be absolutely funny if we get the approval later today. Then everyone should be like raising a red flag against Matrixport for market manipulation. If that truly happens, right, I think Matrixport is going to be in deep trouble. Keep working on that Lonzo Ball jump shot. Man, it's a sad story about Lonzo Ball. Injury after injury after injury, but yeah, I'll keep working at it. Inverse Cramer is a technological marvel. That's funny. All right, guys. I think that's it. I think let's go end with what I've said at the beginning. Don't fall for the FUD. Know that dips are perfectly normal within markets, within bull runs, within cycles. It happens all the time. Fundamentally, nothing has changed. Bitcoin is still strong as ever. So if anything, use today as a buying opportunity. Continue to hodl, accumulate DCA, and wait for the gains to come to you. Today is not a day to be sad or fearful. Okay, today, best way to think about it is, hey, we went back in time two days. We went back in time 2 days. Now we get to pick up all the winners that we forgot to pick up from 2 days ago. Today is just like that. We went back 2 days, and now we get the opportunity to reset, knowing how high things can get, right? We have gone back in time. We have our own time machine to wrong the mistakes, right? And pick up the winners. It's a buying opportunity. That's my opinion. All right, guys. Smash it a like, subscribe to the channel. Stay strong. I'll see you guys tonight, 8:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. Have a good one. Take care. Bye-bye.